Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you are. Welcome to Cube Commonwealth again. This is Levi Wilson coming at you with the Cube Cobra draft. And this time I am preparing for CubeCon 2023, looking at the Junday Cube. You can head over to CubeCon's page to get the whole list of all their cubes here. And then my boy Tyler Pug, he has built the Jun Cube. So we're gonna test this out. I haven't gone through any of the play tests yet, but it's Jund, right? Where I love every day is Junday. So let's go ahead and get into it. Or should I look at the archetypes? Nah, let's just do it. First one, first blush. Let's do it. All by my lonesome self, unfortunately, but alright, Thoughtseize, easy. Pack one, pick one, take it. But let's look let's look at the packs. So are lands as important as they normally would in a 5-color cube? Like, is it gonna be easy to get the lands? We'll have to look at the list to see how many non-basics there are. But Tech Edge to blow up at their lands, Black Cleave Cliffs. Oh yeah, this is awesome. So many good things, but the safe pick is just Thoughtseize, right? It's just so strong. Survival of the Fittest, Shenanigans, Fable the Mirror Breakers, pretty strong. Young Peasy could be a thing. Orcish Lumberjack to ramp you up. Huh, what does this card do? Oh yeah, okay. Maelstrom Pulse is good, but yeah, let's do Thoughtseize. The question is a Badlands, so that's the question. Like, do I just take duels right away? Cultivate. I should have looked at the archetypes. Big mistakes. Now I'm just gonna take good cards and play it out. Like, pretty sure I'll just take Orcish Bowmaster here. So the question is, do we have a lot of draw in this cube, right? We have Harmonize in green, but we don't have the typical blue draw, right? So maybe Orcish Bowmasters isn't as strong. I'm gonna assume it's pretty darn strong. So let's just take it. Let's just get it going. Toxic Deluge, cool art. I've never seen this. Whatever set that's out of. Verdict Catacombs, maybe now's the time to take a fetch land. We saw some duels, but fetches are always solid. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna end up in Jund colors, but I don't know. Oh, and I almost forgot. We're 2 minutes in, almost 3 minutes in, and I didn't play the music. Listen to this little. I was thinking, if we're doing Lightning Bolt, Tarmogoyf, all the Jund flavor, what are we gonna do? We're gonna be in the woods. So I don't know if you can hear it slowly picking up. Yeah, let me turn up just a bit. There we go. Yeah, right there. Alright, welcome to the woods. Welcome to the Verdant Catacombs. Skin render, the ooze, something missing here, maybe. Just so many good cards. This is great. Den of the Bugbear. Pylon, just some removal. Looks like there's gonna be some graveyard shenanigans. More graveyard shenanigans. You can bounce that back. You can hate on their graveyard shenanigans. Harmonize. There's the Harmonize. Here's a question. Because I had the Bowmaster, would I want them, my opponent, someone else in the draft to take Harmonize? Or do I just want to draw? Because I'm assuming draw's not going to be that available, so my draw's really good. I mean, sure, we do have the Priest of Forgotten Gods. That draws, right? Sack 2 other creatures. Any number of target players, each lose 2 life. Sack creature, you add 2 black and draw a card. So that's draw, but I'm okay if, like, I'm going to go into green and probably red. But yeah, we'll Harmonize. Yeah, okay, so there is plenty of draw. I mean, I'll take the draw. Because even though I'm like, I want you to draw, so blow your stuff up, I'll keep the draw coming. What does this invasion do again? I gotta turn my head sideways. When Invasion of Keldheim enters the battlefield, exile all cards from your hand, then draw more draw. Draw that many cards until the end of your next turn. You may play the cards exiled. Okay. Discard a land, does 2 damage to any target. Whenever you discard a land, exile top card of your library, you may play. So exiles, doesn't draw, so it gets around the Bowmasters there. I mean, just more of an opportunist, right? Just like, let's just take it. There is Liliana of the Veil. That's probably better. That is probably better. Yeah, it's just Liliana. Man, this Jund, everyone's gonna be Jund and getting so much value. Huh, alright, what do we get down here? Valky, it's the black red on the other side. I mean, just the Swamp Hawk with the big guy. There's gonna probably be some graveyard shenanigans that we can get it back. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Sure. Traverse the Ulven Vault. Search for basic or creature if you have Delirium. Put it in your hand, right? Yeah. Searching for Bowmaster, it's a sorcery. Just a strong Planeswalker. Alright, let's do some Planeswalker. So much value. This is crazy. Okay, the other Mountain Cycle's in here, that's cool. Burn down the house. And then the Forest Cycle. Interesting. Dreadbore. So right now, I mean, I am just doing green-black, but I like... Huh. What is the Throne of the High City? Oh yeah, you become the Monarch. Which one's better, the Oliphant or the Generous Ends? Let's do the Ends. Lightning, remember that. Painless Truth, Painful Truth, Beast Within, Curd Ape. Not taking Curd Ape, but it's interesting that is there gonna be an aggro deck or just value and you win with the 2/3. That's kind of cool. Probably, yeah, we'll do draw. We're gonna. My original impression was like, oh, we don't have blue. Draw's gonna be hard, but there's plenty of draw. Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse is pretty solid. Don't know if there's any like tokens that can create multiple tokens of the same type. Are there multiple Beast Within? What creates a 3/3 elephant? Are there other cards that create 3/3 elephants that they can Maelstrom Pulse them? Yeah, I like the removal. Cultivate, Lich, get the Monarch. I like that. The Eldest Reborn is pretty sweet. Not taking Reaper's Talisman. Yeah, I like the Lich. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Master of the Wild Hunt's really good. Monarch again, not really interested in that. Just a regrowth, but on a tapped land. Let's go with Master. Master seems pretty solid. Do I want removal? The Ooze. I think the lowers my curve, which is pretty nice. Oh, Bowmaster. If I get Monarch, they steal the Monarchy from me. I Bowmaster them to get value at that. I like that. I think the Ooze. We're gonna do the Ooze. Just go to the land. 3/3 green ape. Okay, it's an ape, not an elephant. Oh, plus it's sorcery. Land, because I think I might have plenty of playables. So let's get the man land, the ape land. Timeless Witness is sweet. Swamp Mountain Forest, perfect for this cube. But yeah, let's get the Timeless Eternal Witness. Yeah. Okay. I mean, oh well, of course. I don't know the algorithm of card selection, so and also it probably depends on how often this cube has been drafted, but being surprised, I'm like, look at this. Alright, so I do have all three of these actually. Looking at green-black right now, but I could venture in over to red because I like the Bloodbraid Elf double time because there's 2 arts. I like Wooded Foothills. That's kind of interesting. That yeah, I think that's so fun. That's on theme. It's like, yeah, multiple people want to play with multiple Bloodbraid Elves. Love it. I think I'm just gonna go Wooded Foothills again. I don't know. Like normally I would take Wooded Foothills pretty high. Do we have any? Is it just fixing, or is there any landfall triggers? Ignoble Hierarch could be solid because it's ramping me. I think I like the lands, not necessarily because fixing is important, but maybe not normally as important if you're in a deeper or wider cube. But I think I'm gonna have just so many playables that I want to like good playables are all good cards. Just, I mean it's cube, but even more so it's only 3 colors. That I'm going to want to get the Foothills. Does this have landfall? What does this guy do? Slimefoot and Squeak, 3/3 for 3 per Jund. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, create a 1/1 green sapling. So if someone's creating multiple saplings, the pulse can take care of multiple saplings, right? Destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name. Yeah, that would work that way. Pretty sure. Canker Bloom's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm tempted by the Bloodbraid Elf, but all right, let's do Wooded Foothill. And Oracle Mooly Dooley is solid. Yeah, I like that. And then that makes my fetches better too. Okay, convinced. What is the Volrath Stronghold? So add colorless or one in a black, tap it. Put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay, that's cool. Strong. Just another Catacomb. Fits in with my Oracle Moldea strategy. Life from the Loam. Life from the Loam. Hard for me to pass that card up. So this is telling me there's a good recursion theme. Dreading lands and a land theme. Have I seen much recursion though? I don't think I have though. That's the interesting thing. Just go sticking with my strategy with the lands, right? Snuff out solid. We'll do something. Hold on. Target non-black. So snuff out's not as good. So it's a green and a red. Third of the creatures, assuming that it's a third of creatures of each color, don't get hit. So maybe stuff out's not as good. But hey, that free being able to cast without needing the casting cost, pay the casting cost, mana value is so important. What's my? I mean, I've got a lot of 4s. I need to get it. I need to lower my curve here, huh? I mean, I'm looking at Snuff Out or Collective Brutality. It's a Barbarian Ring. It does 1 damage to you. Oh yeah, threshold 2 damage to each creature or player. Some removal. Lotus Cobra is actually sweet with my 3 fetches. Alright, I think it's gonna be Lotus Cobra. I would normally do Snuff Out just because it's a free removal, but it is non-black. So alright, Lotus Cobra is sweet. Gamble's fun. Brewmate is my win condition, and then just like removal. Broodmate. I can splash for that red. What if I try to go with not putting red in my deck? I think I can do that. Tarmogoyf is gonna be solid, right? I'm gonna have land, sorcery, creature, planeswalker. I'll pick up some instances. I mean, it's classic John. Gotta do classic John. This is Court of Ambition. Become the Monarch. Love it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 unless they discard a card. If you're a Monarch instead, each loses 6 unless they discard 2 cards. I do like the Monarch. Especially introducing Monarch in with Bowmasters. Just a little. If they steal it, you can get it. Like, you're still getting value out of it. Tempted by the Tarmogoyf. What would make that better? Alright, so I can get with the Tarmogoyf, I'll be able to get a land, creature in the graveyard pretty easily. Sorcery, so it's a 3/4 for 2. I'm looking for, I've got a lot of sorceries. I need to pick up some instances for removal. Okay. And then Dredge. Dredge could be good with Tarmogoyf. Here's a Abrupt Decay, is pretty sweet. Ooh, Deed is an enchantment. That would be a good one to get into the graveyard and just clears the way for a lot of things. Each artifact, creature, and enchantment can bring in a cast. I like Pernicious Deed. Scavenger, what is this? Where did this come from? Whenever Orborg Scavengers enters the battlefield or attacks, exile target card from a graveyard, put +1 counter on it. It's a 2/2 for 3. It has flying as long as a card exiled has flying. The same is true for first ability for everything. For the kitchen sink. And you can exile target card from a graveyard, so it can hit yours or theirs. Okay. I like the Deed, just because it's an enchantment with the Tarmogoyf and its removal. Chariot, Solemn. It's hard for me to pass up a Solemn. What else? Wall of Roots. What does this one do again? This is like the 8/13, right? Kill something. It's a siege. Enchantment. Siege. Does Tarmogoyf see sieges? Power enough equal the number of types among cards. Yeah. So even though, yeah, siege is a new type, right? So yeah, that's kind of cool. So, but how often is it going to get in your graveyard? I mean, you can dredge it, you can discard it, you can cast it, it flips over, and then you attack it. It becomes an enchantment. They blow up the enchantment, the siege hits the graveyard. Most likely, the siege is not going to be in the graveyard. Still a good card though. Chariot is an artifact, so if you mill it or discard it, it helps with Tarmogoyf. Am I spending too much time with Tarmogoyf? It's kind of just like adding, like these are clearly awesome cards, right? Like, I'm gonna get creatures in there, I'm gonna get sorceries, I'm gonna get lands. So now I'm just trying to get extra value out of it. I'm gonna go, if I have any other token makers for the Chariot. I do not. Alright, what's the siege? There's some value. Him is always solid. Dismember is the instance I'm looking for. That's removal. Him or dismember? Dismember him. Whoa. Probably him. Yeah, because that feeds their graveyard for the Tarmogoyf. Bloodbraid, splash it for, oh yeah, Assassin's Trophy. Destroy target permanent opponent controls. Control searches for a basic land. Yeah, that's not like that. That's black green, right? Yeah. Shadowsphere, Elders, less ramp, more removal, instance. Looking at removal or Shadowsphere because it's an artifact. Probably not gonna blow it up, so the only way it gets in the graveyard is if, well, they can blow it up. They're like Beast Within. I'm sure that means green. A whole bunch of destroy artifacts just for the Tarmogoyf. They get value out of it. I think I just want more removal, because how am I winning, right? Like, plenty of ways. I mean, I'm gonna get value and then win with a creature too. It's all Junday. And this says choose one. And exile up to twice X cards from graveyards. Yeah, I like that actually, because the other cards caring about something. I mean, sure, it hurts my Tarmogoyf, but right now, Tarmogoyf's the only thing that cares about that. I mean, I have Timeless Witness too. Yeah, let's go with him. Garruk, or Garrick, I like to say Garruk. Yeah, let's go. Let's go with it. Got a lot of 4-drops. Maybe that's probably a thing, or an issue. Like, a lot of, like, your 4 CMC is going to be thick. Like, this could be a 1 or a 4. I think there's gonna be a lot of value, so be able to, for 1 black, destroy target creature, planeswalker with convert mana cost 2 or less. If it's kicked, this just doesn't matter. This exiles, right? For 4 again. I don't quite want to exile, because I want it in the graveyard for my Tarmogoyf. I have to do some removal. I'm willing to splash for the dragon. Dunban Cobain, All-Star in Lord of the Rings. Draft. Is it good here? Actually, not really. I don't want another 4-drop though. 3 is fine. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, right? Abrupt decay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, it's abrupt. And then the Balrog. You shall not pass. I'll pass it on you. Let's do Taiga. No, thank you. I'm trying to stick to black. Green. It's like all black cards. The Scavenger stands out to me. Mage sounds pretty sweet. Blow up their land. I get a creature, Tarmogoyf. Not interested in that. Lagomos. Hand of Hatred. 1/3. Don't know this guy. Okay, yeah. Land value, right? How many? And I've got, so, like, my deck's already made, right? Pretty much. So, like, land's actually pretty good. This is Recursion. You mill 3. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I do like that. So it's like this better than the Nighthawk. Nighthawk's sweet because it looks at your opponent's graveyards. Cards in your opponent's graveyard. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they're all so good. I want to go with the land just because I know I'm gonna have enough playables. This is solid. Yeah, all right. Let's go with the solid creature. We're here to attack. Bayous, I think it's good. Llanowar Elves, Hell Rider. So there's an aggro deck. Pest Infestation, just protecting me against my opponent's artifacts and/or enchantments. I kind of like that. No, I guess I'm only 2 colors, so I've got 3 fixers. That's only gets green, black. So what am I? Actually, no, I like the Bayou because the Wood Foothills can get me the Bayou. I kind of like that. Okay, convinced. Seiju, Gonti. Oh yeah, Gonti's so fun. Ooh, Elven Core, Chorus. But how many creatures do I have? I have more a lot more non-creatures. So go shoot. I'm not gonna win. How am I gonna win? Alright, those creatures, oh yeah, those creatures top in, but yeah, you can get a lot if you're all creature value there. Bitter Blossom. Let me Gonti. We're doing Gonti. Love that card, so good. I think Night's Whisper is excellent. Draw. Ooh, Deathray Shaman. Conduit of the Worlds. Conduit of Worlds. Another 4-drop though, so I won't do that. I think it's Deathray. Like, all these cards are so good. Like, this is gonna be... I need to go through the archetypes to know how... But it's like, it's just all value, right? Like, you can't go wrong. Yeah, I think just another... Mana Elf. Night Whisper is tempting though. What is this guy? Varan, Executioner, Thane. 2/2 for 2. Whenever one or more other creatures thrown die, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Triggers once a turn. I mean, that's right. Got banned, right? It's gotta be solid. Rancor, Recurring Nightmare. Oh man, it's like it's all good. It's Green Sun Zenith. Although I don't have that many creatures. I mean, kinda cool. Timeless Witness. Get back. Green Sun Zenith. Eternal Witness Trick. Get Tarmogoyf, Lotus. Not too interesting. Well, I mean, they're all good. Recurring Nightmare, enter the battlefield shenanigans is good with the Lich. Am I creating little tokens? I'm creating tokens with the Bowmaster. Any of the inner battlefields with the Witness. Gonti. Okay, I'm actually convinced. Convinced on that. And yeah, and I can land cycle. But I'm not playing the Oliphant. I know, I decided I'm not going red. Like, Oliphant, get a land, Recurring Nightmare, sack a little guy. I need to get more little guys, more mana rocks. Yeah. I'm cool with that. That'll be fun. Tireless Tracker is always sweet. Eternal Witness is always excellent. 3 is getting a little thick there. Another Tarmogoyf? Double Tarmogoyf. Palantir of the Orthnak is awesome of feeding your graveyard. And it's an artifact. What am I? It's like, it's hard for me to just pass. Tireless Tracker is just always so good. It's great with my fetches. Yeah, Tireless Tracker. Doing it. Blast from the Past. Interesting. Rise of the Witch King. Again, that's solid with the land cyclers. Is it better when I play it? Let's get something back from the graveyard, right? Enters battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I already have so many 4-drops. At the beginning of your instep, the Raven Man. At the beginning of your instep, if the player discarded a card this turn, create a 1/1 black bird creature token flying. Can't block. Each opponent discards a card for 4. Oh, and I also have Liliana, so that's that works. Urza Saga, not doing anything with that. Don't have many artifacts. Don't have an artifact to search up, but it's cool to know that is in here. Oh, okay, this is good. Haywire Might, great Tarmogoyf, and this protection against their non-creature artifact and non-creature enchantment. Yeah. That's definitely fit. I'll take the Takanuma this time. Mana Confluence. With Pest Infestation. Like, I have so many playables. I don't think I need this though, the Mana Confluence. Pest Infestation, sure. Yeah, the command, Witherbloom command's pretty solid, right? Target player mills 3. Return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. It's fine. Destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent, value 2 or less. -3, -1, and drain you for 2. I can see myself playing that. Yeah, Lair of the Hydra, solid. Surulf, Realm Eater, 3/3 for 3. Oh yeah, isn't this thing really good? The permanent opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Put +++ counter on it. Beginning of your upkeep. If he has one or more +++ counters on it, you may remove all of the counters. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of counters removed this way. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal. Okay. That's including you. That's everything that's in play. Or, yeah, I have to read this card multiple times. Huh. I mean, it's just a beater. I've got plenty. 3. Let's take the land. Just Damnation, just because they may have more creatures than I do. The Orthonac, yeah, like so many playables. All right, let's build. Is it loading? I'll bring it back when it's done loading. Okay, we're back. We are in the deck building section, so let's get rid of these red cards. We're not playing red, there's only 2 there. Let's bring the lands out of there for now. We got 36 cards, huh? Let's do, separate them into creatures and non-creature spells. This is probably more of a 5-drop or a 3-drop. Probably 3-drop. But no, you know what, maybe 5-drop. Yeah, this will help us figure out what we're doing here. Thank you for your patience on watching me organize it all. So many great cards that we'll be able to cut. So the Pamphlet Truth, so I was thinking about this, because it's really a draw 3, pay 3 if you have 3 mana. So this is a draw 2, pay 2 for 2 mana, so probably won't make that. We'll see, because I do have Harmonize. Band's probably not good enough. We'll just take that out there for now. Although it's pretty cool with Recurring Nightmare. Let me put that back, just so I don't forget. A lot of Planeswalkers. Alright, what are we looking at? 35. I gotta cut down to 23, 24. Ha, okay. Guaranteed things I'm taking. Alright. So we know I want Tarmogoyf, Lotus, Cobra, Orcish Bowmaster, the Raven Man. I'm probably Raven Man's not good enough. It's not good enough. The Kerban's not good enough. These are all solid. I like the Monarch here. Are these even good enough? Oh, okay. So like normally the trick is like they're like half a land. So I'm gonna only be running 16 lands. I like that. My curve's not too high either. The Rise of the Witch King is solid with these. Am I milling it in other ways, other creatures? I'll probably cut this. They sack it, but then you also have to sack creature. Okay, I don't want that. Damnation. Deluge of the Dead enters the battlefield. Create 2/2 black zombies, and you can exile target card from a graveyard. So you don't have to hit yours. It does go against my Tarmogoyf, but I only have 1 Tarmogoyf, so I'm not too worried about that. It does go against Recurring Nightmare. What does Recurring Nightmare get back, actually? Like, Deathrite is taking cards out of the graveyard. Enter the battlefield, just a Bowmaster, Tides Tracker, no. Gonti is good, that's why I like that. Timeless Witness and Lich. Okay. And I guess the Generous End, which is good to get a food token, and it's just a big guy. I need to cut some removal, right? I need down to 24. So is this Palantir good? The beginning of your end step, put an influence counter on it, scry 2. The target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters on it. Then that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. So what's the gameplay on this? Normally they're like put a counter on it, you scry 2, and they're gonna have you mill 1, so you don't want to scry good card on there, because they're not gonna take too much damage, and most likely land, so you mill a land on it. Next turn, scry 2, you have 2, they're probably gonna have you mill 2 again, so when it gets to 3, which is interesting, so you scry 2, 3, and this does feed for Tarmogoyf, feeds for Recurring Nightmare. I do like that. Alright, we'll keep it. It'll be fun to play. And let's just go ahead and put these over here. I think I don't need to hit the intervention. I've got Assassin's Trophy. Definitely him staying, Abrupt Decay is insane. Maybe the Bloom isn't good. That'd be sideboard. Damnation is just on sideboard. I know it's good. Actually, no. Damnation is great with all of my Planeswalkers. Maybe because some creatures. Nope. Maybe the Master's so good though, but it may be too slow. Does not enter the battlefield. There's just so much removal, right? Alright, I'm convinced. That's a good question. Like, maybe Damnation's not that good, because like your opponent's gonna have so many 1-for-1s themselves, right? So we're really looking for 2-for-1s and combos. That's interesting, right? Like, do I cut down Damnation, but I like all the Planeswalkers. Nah, I think I want Damnation. I took it out, put it back in twice already. Do I cut 4 creatures? What do I need? Okay, Pestation will sideboard that. Oh man, this cube is gonna be so fun to play. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to cut now. What is my weakest card? I mean, maybe I like to Haymire Might, just as an artifact. I can stack the blow up there. Artifact or enchantment, it feeds the Tarmogoyf to make it bigger. Maybe it's sideboard. It's a sideboard. Tough. These are all super fun cards, very powerful. What am I at? 26. I gotta cut 2 more. It's gotta be 4-drop. 4 is pretty heavy. I want to keep Harmonize. It's just removal. Am I attacking into it? Alright, we'll cut it. Because I'm gonna, it's like it's like a pseudo Planeswalker with this like long term. The recurring value. Yeah, I mean, not cutting Liliana. Not cutting any of the Garooks. They have to, so like the cards have to have value when you play it, right? So actually, maybe the Nighthawk isn't good, right? It's just like it dies from removal. Like this ramps you, Tarmogoyf's just great, and the Lotus ramps you, enter the battlefield because you play it where you most likely investigate a get a clue, so it's 2-for-1. Gonti's a 2-for-1. Oracle, you play it, so you have a land on top, you play it. This gets something back as Eternalize, you get Monarch, you get the card off of it. These are just big guys, which is great with recurring. Thoughtseizes is great. Abrupt Decay is 1-for-1. Assassins Trophy is 1-for-1. Palantir, maybe this is just an interesting card. I think it's pretty good. Harmonize, draw 3, and then value. So what am I at? 25. Gotta cut 1 more card. Probably I've got Abrupt Decay. Confirming it costs 3 or less, and then this hits anything but they get a land. It's like maybe it's the Pulse. Yeah, let's cut the Pulse. All right, that's the deck. Now let's get some lands in here. Yeah, we're putting in there. Sure. So then, what are we looking at? So this is a green, black, but those are all duals in. So we got 4, 7. I said we're doing 16, so 9. So it's gonna be 5, 4. I see a lot of early green, double green, but double black later on. I don't think we're having a problem with it, so we'll do 5 forests. Let's add some lands. Oh, fancy looking lands too. And then 4 swamps. Yeah, I like it. Sorry, it's gonna. I want to keep it organized. Alright. Thank you for patiently watching me drag over 16 lands. I guess it's kind of a weird place to put them, but whatever. We're keeping it like that. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's my deck. Let's save it. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, you know what I need to do also is let's do a practice hand. Alright, how do we... Where's this practice hand? Did I already pass it? Sample hand. Well, land. Alright, we got 3 lands for the Ent. So we would Hydra, turn 2, draw. Okay, Bayou, ambush, turn 3. So it's fine. Thoughtseize is where we turn 1. Alright, so that wasn't that fast. Land, 1 land, 2 lands. So turn 1, Foothills, Bayou, Troll, Swamp, turn 2, or do you... No, you can't wait. I wanted to wait for the Lotus. Turn 2, Lotus, Cobra, land. Oh, I did new hand. Didn't draw. Dang it. That'd be cool. Alright. New hand. Last one. Swamp. Go ahead and mulligan this. So maybe my curve is too high. Land. So treetop, turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, I guess swamp, get a forest. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, I did it again. I think I need a request. Draw 1 card needs to be on the left here, not a new hand. So all right. I think this was a good first draft of the Jund. I'm gonna go back through the overview and actually figure out what all the archetypes are. But I just did black, green, good stuff. That's pretty straightforward. So all right, thanks for watching. See you at the next one.